Hi everyone, me again. It is now day 4 after I underwent the Rabbit's procedure to correct my Pectus Excavatum. Much like several of the days before, I've had some ups and downs. I'll have several hours where I seem great, and then a few hours where not so great. But today has overall been relatively decent. I'm slowly getting better and making progress as we go. We have adjusted the medications that I'm taking for pain management to really replicate what I will have access to once I get home. So it's really just oral medication, 2 types of oral medication, and a muscle relaxer. And if anything, that definitely seemed to work today. So we kind of shaved off that immediate relief pains similar to morphine. Obviously won't have that at home, but it's been going okay. Coughing, I had to do that a couple of times today, and that is absolutely excruciating. There's just no other way to describe it. It's awful. So I have my little chest pillow that I will squeeze with everything I've got to lessen the pain. So that's tough. So I'd be very careful with coughing, sneezing, anything that's really gonna jar my my chest wall, because there's just so much soreness still there. So I'm trying to manage that. One related to coughing is being mindful of on my breathing. I've had several respiratory therapists come through every day to check on my breathing, to make sure I'm up and walking. I have to do these exercises every hour, where I'm ultimately working out my lungs and kind of getting them reacclimated to their larger new environment ultimately, because I don't want any fluid to build up with the lungs that could lead to pneumonia. So that would obviously be very bad given the circumstance here. So doing well to do that. Been a little bit more diligent, so that can break up any of the mucus or fluid that is already there, so I don't have coughing fits or what have you, because whew, that's just real bad. You make it, but it's tough. I hope to come home tomorrow if everything goes as planned. The doctors will look at and kind of where I've been. Will likely the bandage over the incision should come off, so they can inspect that, making sure that I don't have any excess drainage from my drainage port into my juice box. That has slowed a lot today, so that's really encouraging, and it's more clear, so I think that's a good sign. So we're hopefully on track to be able to come home. I would love that, just to be at my own place and be able to sleep and rest without being poked or prodded or checked on every other hour, which I appreciate, but oh goodness, at 4 a.m. it gets a little old. So we're hopeful for that, and I'll continue the recovery from there, of course. I think intellectually, I knew this was going to be a very long road and painful road, leading up to it, but I think today it really kind of set in how it's going to be a really long road. It's absolutely still worth it, but now just experiencing it, it's hard. I know it's only going to benefit me in the long term, but it's just got to get through it. But it can be physically and emotionally taxing. I'm so glad I did it. I don't regret any of that, but I think I just had the realization today that, wow, this is going to take a lot longer. Even though I knew that in my mind it would take a long time, now it's like, wow, this really is going to take a while. Probably several weeks before I'm, at least a significant way down the road. But I'm hoping over the next 2 or 3 weeks at least that, some of the pain subsides, where especially if I'm coughing, it's not that bad or whatever. So I'm really hoping for that. So I'm going to do my absolute best to get to that point, and just rest. I'm a relatively fit person, I think, but 1 or 2 laps around the hallway has just completely exhausted me today. Which I guess is to be expected after undergoing this type of surgery, but overall it's tough, but we're making it. So I'm going to try to get as much rest as I can tonight, and then hope to be able to come home tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Bye.